Hello everyone! On behalf of everyone at the Marshall Foundation, we'd like to thank you for being a team leader today. My name is Mary Kreider. I'm the Education Program Coordinator for the Marshall Foundation.
My name is Julia Gelaf. I'm a volunteer at the Oscar Marshall Foundation.
Hello, I'm Anna Maria. I'm the volunteer coordinator at the Arthur R. Marshall Foundation for the Everglades.
And we hope through this short instructional video that we can answer all your questions about being a team leader. And just remember, the most important thing about being a team leader is make sure the volunteers don't hurt themselves or the wildlife here. And above all else, make sure the volunteers had a lot of fun that day.
Yay! Hi, I'm Anna.
Nice to meet you, Anna.
I'm here to check in.
Oh, perfect.
All right, I
There you
have my
go.
bag.
Excellent. Yay. Once you check in at the registration table, you'll receive your name tag, which is in your team leader bag that contains all the supplies that you'll need for the event. Please remove and put on the Marshall Foundation hat and vest, which will serve to identify you as the team leader of your group. You will also receive a team leader sign, which you will hold up after our welcome speech ends at 9:15 a.m. to help gather your team. Please check the team leader instructions page for a detailed schedule of the event, which is within your team packet. The remaining items in your bag are informational sheets about the Marshall Foundation and the refuge, team leader instructions, including emergency numbers, trivia, identification guides, and maps. All this information is provided at the link listed in this email, so you can review it ahead of time. Please contact our volunteer coordinator at the email shown on the screen with any questions. Please check the team leader instructions page for a detailed schedule of events. In addition to the informational sheets, you will also find a pair of binoculars, which you can share amongst your team. Also, a bag to help you collect seeds, which you can share amongst the team members. And then lastly, we have some gloves, just in case you would like to remove the cypress seeds with some gloves. We are collecting cypress seeds at the event to be used in future restoration projects, like the one shown here. Cypress trees are important to our Everglades because they provide food and shelter to wildlife and remove excess pollution from our wetlands. This is a cypress tree. Cypress trees can live to be hundreds of years old and can grow up to be 120 feet tall. Due to its massive size, it has been called the redwood of the East Coast. Unlike other conifers or pine trees, like your Christmas tree, cypress trees are deciduous during the dry season, meaning they drop their leaves in the winter and stay bald until spring. This is to limit evapotranspiration or water loss from the leaves. For more information about cypress trees, please check your team leader packet. This is a cypress cone. The seeds are inside, similar to a pine cone. This is what the volunteers will be collecting today. If you look also on the cypress tree, There's this other long, stringy substance. This is the cypress seed pollen. We do not want the volunteers to collect this. In your team leader packet, there is an informational sheet that you need to share with the team members and tell them to pick only cones, not pollen. On the day of the event, lead your group to the harvest location, which is listed on your map in your team packet. Don't start collecting seeds until you reach your harvest site.
Here is our harvest site. Oh, no, Julia. This is pollen.
After gathering seeds, please guide your group back to the registration area between 10:30 and 11 a.m. All volunteers get to dump their seeds into the seed sorter, which will be located in this area during the day of the event. Then please return all foundation equipment and collection bags to the staff at the end of the event. You are responsible if a pair of binoculars or other supplies go missing, so please count supplies before the event and after their return. While collecting seeds, please share these 5 rules with your group to ensure their safety and the safety of Everglades wildlife. Rule number 1, please make sure that you're always at the front of your group so you can keep an eye out for potential hazards and lead them to your harvest location. Rule number 2, everyone should stay together and avoid high grass areas to limit the possibility of a snake interaction. Snakes generally avoid large groups. However, if one of your team members gets bitten by a snake, please follow the instructions on the snake bite first aid sheet and have a group member call 911 and another group member call our volunteer coordinator, whose number is listed on the team leader instruction sheet under important numbers. Okay, I'll call 911.
I'll call the volunteer coordinator.
It's okay, Julia, it'll be all right. Rule number 3, volunteers should watch out for fire ant mounds, like the ones shown here. If a person is bitten by fire ants, have them return to a roadway or path to assist with removing the ants. Ask the volunteer to remove their shoes and socks and shake them off to get the ants out. If you put hand sanitizer on the bites, it helps with the burn. If no one in your group has hand sanitizer, ask the volunteer to walk to the registration table with a different member of your group where the first aid kit is found. Rule number 4, watch for traffic. If your group must travel near Lee Road or any of the parking areas, make sure that people watch for cars. Yep. Rule number 5, please take nothing but pictures and leave only footprints. The refuge is home for many unique animals. It is illegal to harass, or feed wildlife, especially alligators.
No. Put it back.
It is also illegal to take anything from the refuge, even a small leaf or a feather.
No. Put it back.
These items are important to remain in the ecosystem. Do not litter. There are trash cans located in the registration area. To avoid harassing wildlife or injuring yourself, please do not climb the cypress trees unless a staff member specifically asks you to do
Come
so.
back here.
And do not go in the water. This is where the alligators live. And the most important rule is to
Have fun!
If you need assistance at any point during the event, please contact our volunteer coordinator, whose phone number is listed on your team leader instructions sheet. If it is an emergency, ask one group member to dial 911 and another to call our volunteer coordinator. There will be a first aid kit available at the registration table for any injuries that are not life-threatening. Please send any group members that need assistance to this table along with a volunteer from your group. There will also be water and shade available in the registration areas at all times for any members that feel dehydrated or tired. While collecting seeds or walking to your site, take advantage of the bird identification guides, butterfly guides, binoculars, and trivia in your team leader packet. Pass them out and share them with interested volunteers. Take time to observe wildlife along the way to your site. Throughout the seed collecting time, ask your group some of the trivia questions listed in your packet. If a volunteer answers correctly, they receive a prize, which they will collect back at the registration table.
Cypress trees are most likely related to A. Ferns, B. Maples and oaks, C. Pine and spruce, D. Algae.
See, pine and spruce.
That's correct.
Yay!
You get a sticker.
Oh yeah, great.
An additional activity that volunteers can do after the seed harvesting is explore the Arthur R. Marshall Loxahatchee National Wildlife Refuge. There is a marsh trail, a shaded cypress boardwalk, and the visitor center with interactive exhibits, and a canoe launch and boat launch. We hope this informational video answered all your questions about the event this Saturday. We look forward to seeing you there. Remember, what you collect today as seeds will turn into this gorgeous cypress tree behind us. Thank you again for all your help.
Thank you.
Thank you.